All right, everybody. I'm going to go through how to make a business card in Mobile Wallet and keep it simple. I like to build the strip part or the banner section using either Keynote or PowerPoint if you're a Windows person. Allows you to have a lot of creativity in the strip that you're making. So first off, let's look at size, right? So I'm going to go to a new slide here, which gives me a field I can already work in, right? Now I turn on my rulers so I can see the size that I want to work with. And what's the size that we need? Well, and I'll post this again, but I'm pretty much sure I have it out there, but you can see that the size of the strip or the banner is for a ticket 375 by 98. For store card, coupon, or business card, it's 375 by 144. And other, it would obviously change the width of it a little bit to 123. So using 375, 144, I'm going to go in to build this. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this block, right? I don't need this block, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to take my block here. And as I go down, I'm going to go down to 375 width. $144. I know that that will fit just fine. So everything I put in here is going to work just right. Now, that's a little bit small to work in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it 200%. Right? That way I can work right here nice and big. So I don't want a point. Why do I have a bullet? I don't want a bullet. No bullet. None. So the first thing I'll do is I'm gonna have it be at the top. I'm gonna put my name in. Right? Return down, and for this one, obviously, I'm gonna go a lot smaller now. Let's go maybe to 26 point, and let's say I'm a proximity marketing specialist. But let's make that even smaller. Right? Why am I having an issue with this doing what I want it to do? Hold on. There we go. Nope. Okay. I can do another line. It'll automatically resize it as I make more lines. So let's say I want to do my phone number now. I want to do my email. Right? So now I've got this all laid out. So I can go back up here to my name, and I can make that bigger now. And it'll resize and keep it all where I want it. Right? I'm going to go about to the halfway point of that. Let's say also I want to make my name stand out, so I'm going to go like gold in the lettering. I'm going to go bold. Let's change the font even. Right, so I can build and do a lot of creative things in here. I can make a background, and I can change the background color. Right now I have it black, but I can go in here to the different style, and I can change what's going on in this box that I'm creating, right? Blue changes it, black and white, red, right? I can do all these things. I'm going to go back to what I had, so undo, apply style, undo, apply style. There. Now the one thing I want is I want a picture in here, right? So I'm going to grab a picture of myself. Crop, bring that in, drag it down here, right? Obviously I have to shrink it, but I bring it into here and I know when I get in here, I'm going to know about how big I can make it to fit within the box, the parameters that I have to work with. Right, okay. Move it around a little bit. So that's going to fit within the stripe or strip or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and the banner section just about right. See that? So that should all fit exactly right because I just created it within the parameters. So what I'm going to do is when I go to crop this, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that to bring it in, it'll fit. I won't even have to mess with it. So the way I do that is I take a screenshot of it. Then I go over and I'm going to grab the screenshot, which I just took, which should be, there it is. I'm gonna crop it out. Now, the cool thing about this is when in my cutting tool anyways, it shows me the size I'm doing as I do it. So I already know that this is going to be, now, I have to double the numbers by the way this is working, if you'll notice. So 375 is going to be 750, right? So I want this to be 750, and I know that that's the right length. And 144 means I want 288, right? So I want 288. And I know that that is going to cut it just right. So now I can move this around, center it, play with it. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it, or you could copy it. Do from clipboard. I'm going to save it, save as demo biz builder 01. And I'm just going to save it in, let's see, is that how-tos for Leeds Beacon? Yeah, how-tos for Leeds Beacon. Save. Now I'm going to go to my Leeds Beacon account. Oh, that's preview. It's got me confused now. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to loyalty, where I've already built a card. Testing card, program, customize. I'm going to put the strip in, and I put that in Leeds Beacon, how-tos, demo biz builder 01, open. I shouldn't have to crop it at all, so I'm going to say don't crop. And there it is. Fits just right. But you see, you can play with it. You can then go in, I can play back into my PowerPoint or my Keynote, and I can change the wording around. I can make more colors, more dynamic. I can decide, okay, I need to make certain things bigger. I can play with that, but I know that when I crop it or cut it, I know it's going to fit just right. I don't have to mess with it, and that is done. Up here is where you can type in. You can not have a logo, and if you don't, then you can write in up here as much information as you want across the top of the card, which is kind of cool because that's what will display when it's in the mobile wallet. They'll be able to read the top of that card quickly and easily. Points I don't need, so I have them disabled so they don't show up on a card that's installed. I show them that they can learn more by tapping and going to the back. If I want them to put in their profile information, then I'll leave that there, but if I'm not looking to collect data, I can select that and disable it so that that does not appear. I'm not giving them offers, so I can disable the offers window. The really thing I want them to have when they flip to the back is I want them to see my contact information. They can click to go to email me. They can click to go to a web. They can see terms and conditions. I can even, if I want to, I can add something in here. If there's something else I want in here, I can put another tab in here and I can create a link to something else, like to my PWA. And I can put a link right in there. So my PWA right now is, I'll just go up here and grab it. It's copy that, boom, go here, paste it, and let's call this my PWA. PWA. Right? Save it. I may have jumped the gun on something. Yeah, it makes it a link. It all works. So that's how you make a business card, and you create the banner and play with the banner and do whatever you want with it. And then when it comes to delivering that business card, you're going to copy this QR code and save it and put it places for them to scan to load the card. You're going to use this link, shorten it, make a bit.ly out of it or something else. Make it a URL forward from the physical web. So it's broadcasting via iBeacon as well. And I'll quickly show you in here that in customizing on these cards, and this is the same across the board, I can go in and I can put in locations to create geofences with messaging for where I'm at. I can put in, let's go Legoland, California. Right, I'm going to select it. I'm going to put a message that says, welcome, have fun. Save that text. So anyone that has my business card that goes there, once I click save here, anyone that goes to Legoland is going to, and has my digital business card in their phone, is going to get that message from me. How cool is that? Same with beacons. I'm going to take the UUID of whatever beacon I have, whether it's contact, whether it's estimate, radius. I'm going to put in that UUID here, and in the description, that's actually is the messaging. So that's where I would put messaging in there and say whatever I want. Welcome back, that's good enough. And then select it and save it. And now anyone that has that digital business card in their mobile wallet and gets within the range of that beacon is going to get a hard push notification with this being that message coming across their lock screen. And when they click on it, it'll automatically bring up the card. So I hope that makes sense to everybody.